Picture this. You're in a heated argument. Your emotions are flaring, and you're about to say something you might regret. But then something magical happens. You pause. In that moment, you've just taken the first step on an incredible journey, the journey of non-reaction. Let's explore where this path can lead you. Non-reaction is the key that unlocks the door to your inner sanctuary. It's the first brushstroke on the canvas of your spiritual transformation. Standing at this threshold, you face a choice: react and perpetuate the cycle of conflict, or pause and invite peace into your being. Consider the stakes of this journey. How often have your reactions led to regret, to words that cannot be unsaid? Non-reaction offers a different path leading to inner peace and spiritual growth. It's a journey that promises profound personal transformation and a harmonious life where you become the eye of the storm and calm amidst chaos. Are you ready to embark on this journey? Recognizing the illusion. As you step onto this path of non-reaction, you'll soon discover that much of what you perceive as reality is, in fact, an illusion. Your mind, that constant companion on your life's journey, often creates automatic reactions based on thoughts and emotions that are far from reliable. These reactions, though they may feel natural and justified in the moment, are often nothing more than mirages in the desert of your consciousness. Imagine your thoughts and feelings as clouds pass through the vast sky of your awareness. They appear, they change shape, and eventually they dissipate. The sky remains unchanged, ever present and serene. This is the essence of observing your inner world without immediate engagement. You are not the clouds, you are the boundless sky that witnesses their passing. Consider a moment when anger flared within you. Perhaps someone cut you off in traffic, or a colleague took credit for your work. In that instant, your mind conjured a storm of thoughts and emotions, urging you to react. But what if you could pause and simply observe this inner tempest? What if you could watch it unfold without being swept away by its fury? This practice of non-reaction provides a strategic pause, a moment of clarity amidst the chaos of your automatic responses. It's in this pause that true power resides. Here, you find the space to respond thoughtfully rather than react impulsively. This is where wisdom emerges, compassion takes root, and the true self shines through the clouds of conditioned behavior. Common triggers that provoke strong reactions often stem from our deepest fears and insecurities. Anger might arise from a fear of being disrespected. Doubt might spring from a fear of failure. Each reaction is a signpost pointing towards an area of your inner world that craves attention and understanding. What are your triggers? What situations or words cause your inner sky to darken with storm clouds? By recognizing these triggers, you take the first step towards mastering non-reaction. You begin to see patterns in your behavior and the recurring themes in your emotional landscape. This awareness is the key to profound personal transformation. The practice of non-reaction invites you to question the very nature of your experiences. Is your anger truly justified, or is it an old pattern playing out once again? Is the fear that grips you based on present reality, or is it a shadow from your past? By observing without immediately engaging, you create space for these questions to arise and for deeper truths to emerge. In this space of non-reaction, you might discover that life itself is akin to a movie. The events and problems that once seemed so serious and all-consuming begin to lose their grip on your peace of mind. You become the audience of your own life story, watching with curiosity and compassion as the plot unfolds. This shift in perspective is not about detachment or indifference. Instead, it's about engaging with life from a place of clarity and wisdom. It's about recognizing the transient nature of your thoughts and emotions and finding a deeper, more stable ground of being from which to live. As you practice non-reaction in your daily life, inner tranquility becomes your natural state. Problems that once would have thrown you into turmoil now become opportunities for growth and understanding. The noise of the world quiets, and you begin to hear the subtle whispers of your true self. This journey of non-reaction can be challenging. There will be moments when the pull of old habits is strong, when the urge to react seems overwhelming. But with each pause, with each breath of awareness, you strengthen your ability to remain centered in the face of life's storms. Practicing non-reaction. As you step onto the path of non-reaction, you'll soon discover that the journey is not without its challenges. The road ahead may feel unfamiliar, even uncomfortable at times. Accustomed to its habitual patterns, your mind might resist this new way of being. But remember, discomfort is often the herald of growth. Imagine yourself in a situation that typically triggers a strong reaction, perhaps a heated argument with a loved one or a frustrating encounter at work. Your heart races, your muscles tense, and the familiar urge to react rises within you. This is where your practice begins. In these moments of intensity, you can choose a different response. The first step is to acknowledge the discomfort. Feel the tension in your body and notice the whirlwind of thoughts in your mind. Instead of pushing these sensations away, allow them to be present. This acceptance is the foundation of non-reaction. Now, let's explore some practical techniques to cultivate this skill in your daily life. Mindfulness is a powerful tool in your non-reaction toolkit. As you go about your day, bring your attention to the present moment. While driving, feel the steering wheel beneath your hands and notice the rhythm of your breath. When working, observe the movements of your body and the touch of your fingers on the keyboard. These seemingly simple acts of awareness create a buffer between stimulus and response. They train your mind to pause, to observe rather than immediately react. With consistent practice, this pause becomes your natural state, a moment of clarity amidst the chaos of daily life. Consider being the observer rather than the victim of your experiences. In every situation, you have the choice to step back and witness what's unfolding. This shift in perspective is profound. It's as if you're watching a movie of your life instead of being caught up in the drama. This observer state is closely linked to the idea of God consciousness, a state of awareness in which you recognize the divine essence in all things, including yourself. From this vantage point, your experiences become opportunities for growth rather than threats to your well-being. Imagine you're in a crowded subway. Someone accidentally steps on your foot. In the past, you might have reacted with anger or frustration, but now, as the observer, you see the situation differently. You notice the person's harried expression and the cramped conditions of the train. You understand that their action wasn't personal. In this moment of clarity, you choose compassion over conflict. As you consistently practice non-reaction, you'll notice a transformation within you. Situations that once provoked strong reactions now become opportunities for understanding. The angry driver who cuts you off in traffic is no longer an enemy but a fellow human being, perhaps struggling with their own challenges. This shift doesn't happen overnight. It's a gradual process, like water slowly smoothing a jagged rock. Each time you choose non-reaction over impulsive response, you reinforce new neural pathways in your brain. You're training yourself to respond from a place of wisdom rather than conditioning. The beauty of this practice is that it extends beyond the moments of obvious challenge. As you cultivate non-reaction, you'll become more patient in everyday situations. The long line at the grocery store becomes an opportunity for mindfulness rather than a source of frustration. The delayed flight becomes a chance to practice acceptance rather than a trigger for anxiety. Your relationships too will begin to transform. As you learn to observe your thoughts and emotions without immediately acting on them, you'll develop a deeper understanding of others. You'll listen more intently, judge less harshly, and connect more authentically. The power of silence and emptiness. As you venture deeper into non-reaction, you encounter a profound truth. Silence and emptiness hold immense power. These seemingly passive states are, in fact, gateways to spiritual transformation. In the quietness of non-reaction, you discover a vast, untapped reservoir of wisdom and peace within yourself. Imagine a still lake at dawn, its surface a perfect mirror reflecting the sky above. This is the state of your mind when you embrace silence and emptiness. In this tranquil space, the chatter of your thoughts subsides, and you become attuned to a deeper reality. The practice of non-reaction cultivates this inner stillness, allowing you to perceive the world with greater clarity and insight. As you immerse yourself in this practice, you recognize how much of your identity comes from fleeting thoughts, emotions, and societal conditioning. These are the clouds that obscure your true nature. Non-reaction invites you to let go of these transient aspects of self, to release the grip of your preconceived notions about who you are and how the world should be. In this process of letting go, you may experience moments of profound realization. It's as if the veil of illusion is lifted, revealing the interconnectedness of all things. You begin to sense the underlying unity beyond the world's apparent diversity. This state of awareness is not something to be achieved or attained. Instead, it's a recognition of what has always been present beneath the surface of your everyday consciousness. The concept of living in the eternal now is intimately connected to the practice of non-reaction. When you free yourself from the compulsion to react, you naturally align with the present moment. The past, with its regrets and resentments, loses its hold on you. The future, with its anxieties and expectations, fades into the background. What remains is the vibrant, ever-unfolding present, the only moment in which life truly exists. In this state of presence, you become like a river, flowing effortlessly with the current of life. You no longer resist what is, but move in harmony with the natural rhythms of existence. This alignment with the eternal now brings a profound sense of peace and acceptance, even in the face of life's challenges. As you master the art of non-reaction, you'll notice a remarkable shift in your relationships and interactions. The cycles of negativity that once seemed inescapable begin to dissolve. Where you once met anger with anger, you now respond with understanding. Where judgment once clouded your perception, empathy now guides your actions. This transformation creates a ripple effect in your environment. Your non-reactivity becomes a soothing balm for those around you. In the presence of your calm, others find their own inner peace. Conflicts that might have escalated now find peaceful resolutions. The energy you emit is one of acceptance and forgiveness, inviting others to let go of their defensive postures. Consider how this shift might manifest in your daily life. Perhaps a co-worker criticizes your work. Instead of becoming defensive or retaliating, you pause. In that moment of non-reaction, you create space for understanding. You might see the insecurity behind their words and the pressure they are under. From this perspective, compassion naturally arises, and your response comes from a place of wisdom rather than a wounded ego. The practice of non-reaction is not about becoming passive or indifferent. Instead, it's about responding to life from a place of inner stillness and clarity. It's about choosing your actions consciously, rather than being driven by unconscious reactions. This is true power. The ability to remain centered and compassionate in the face of life's storms. As you embrace non-reaction, you may find yourself experiencing moments of profound inner tranquility. These are not fleeting states of calm, but glimpses of your true nature, the unchanging awareness that underlies all experience. In these moments, you recognize that you are not your thoughts, emotions, or circumstances. You are the vast, open space where all these phenomena arise and pass away. This connection to your true nature brings a sense of unshakable peace. You no longer seek validation or fulfillment from external sources, for you have tapped into an infinite wellspring of contentment within yourself. This is the ultimate gift of non-reaction, the discovery of your divine essence and oneness with the universe. A new way of being. As you emerge from this journey of non-reaction, you carry with you a profound truth. True power lies not in controlling others, but in mastering yourself. You've discovered the strength that comes from choosing kindness in the face of adversity, from remaining composed when chaos swirls around you. This is the essence of spiritual growth. Reflect on a moment when you consciously practiced non-reaction. How did it change the situation? How did it change you? By documenting these experiences, you create a map of your inner transformation. Your journey of non-reaction ripples out into the world, touching lives in ways you may never fully know. As you cultivate inner peace, you become a beacon of tranquility for others. Your calm presence invites those around you to discover their own path to serenity. Are you ready to take the first step on this transformative journey? The path of non-reaction awaits, promising a new way of being in the world.